everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Today we have an exciting matchup between two teams looking to perform on a big stage. It's the Patriots going up against the Lions.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL sends us to the state of Michigan as we are inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard. Line. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, don't worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate, big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And, right away, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now they try the right side here. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Here to his running back. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
The Patriots offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Here comes the D swarming to the line. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move. Here we go. What? Flex round. Flex round.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 18-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football.
Let's go!
And they give this time to the tailback. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ten yards still left on second down. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here we go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And some room to roam now. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown. Patriots. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Trying to lay one up deep. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Evan Ingram, 81 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
I'm good.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost. But sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again.
Now they'll run it on the toss. So able to break through the initial contact and then down right near the 25. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They'll set up a throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right at the line of scrimmage.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And now here's a carry heading left. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. You might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On play action, they'll throw. Now he's forced out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now back to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. It's caught inside the 25. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And he rifles one incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and He gets those shoulders right, that pass will go from incomplete to complete.
The Lions on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Ohio! Let's go! Flex round!
Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He juked him. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. They'll look to throw here on first down. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
All right, here we go. Boom, landing! Boom, landing!
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Detroit! Detroit! No, check, Patriot!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Hurry up, here we go!
On third down, it's Ryland, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down.
Hurry up, here we go! Green, 30!
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Obviously just a huge play, but Charles, as a defender, aren't you often taught just to knock that ball down on fourth?
You're exactly right. We are taught that. Okay, just knock it down, take the ball on offense. But sometimes you have to know when to break the rules. And he did, to the tune of 6 points.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have is chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Defense showing blitz. They'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And that's incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
On the mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Lions will take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. The defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And some room to work. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
Here we go. Back there. Back there. Here we go. Hurry up. Here we go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Nifty move there on the run, but ultimately brought down at the 25. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
On 3rd down, that's Riley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 10. And nothing but daylight ahead. 30. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And last time, decent field position through the pick six, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They'll look to throw here. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
And that's the second sack of the game. But this player, disruptive in all phases. Whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
The Lions on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 14.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going up top. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And now here's a carry heading left. Got some real estate inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. And his kick is right through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half, maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did. Okay. It's okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing. And that's maybe what we saw here. They thought they had this thing in hand, had full control, and guess what? They've got to find a way to get back to where they were before.
You think Papa Davis and Papa Godwin would get along?
I think they'd get along just fine. And you know something? They'd still be giving us advice.
Absolutely. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. The offense on third down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at third and a few inches. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. There he goes inside the 30. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. A good pickup there, a 22. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
That's it, baby. Watch the slant. Come on, let's go. 51.
They'll run it now out of the gun. That good for 19 and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And it's up and good. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And the D looking like they may blitz. He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like he said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
Here we go now. Green, Detroit! Detroit!
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Pats on 3rd. 57 yards. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Let's go! 3-19! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56! Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56! Here we go now! 56! Green, 39! No. Check! Patriot! Patriot! Huh? Gone! 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 Watch it now, Barney! Here we go! Black 99 Philly! Here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. He's back to throw, escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The Lions on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Let's go!
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also fourth. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Derek Rivers from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a handoff looking right. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Shift together here from the D-line.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. It's a loss of 2, now third down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to it. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
But, has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
And this one is right through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So out now come the Lions. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Back to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Derek Rivers. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. In there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty.